Hello! Welcome. Welcome to Fuzz TV Live. Look at the balls falling in. Welcome to a early stream for today, Thursday, the 12th? Is it 12th? It is the 12th. 12th of December. Haven't had a stream since the weekend, so, you know, we're retching for one. And got a bit of a weird schedule today, because we're hoping to do Expanse after midnight. Although try to get confirmation that it's going to launch at midnight has been difficult, but Amazon have done that in the past, so that's what we're hoping to do. But as a result, the one thing we had planned for earlier we couldn't do, so all of a sudden my schedule came opening up, and here we are. Here we are. So hey Renegade, hey Sheldon. Oh my. So, yeah. It expands tomorrow indeed. But Amazon have traditionally launched their shows at midnight. So we're hoping that at midnight tonight we'll be able to watch the first episode. And do it then. It's happened in the past, even though if we get it at midnight, it means we're getting it early compared to other time zones. But I don't know if Amazon care about that as much. They've definitely had shows go up at midnight before of their originals, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll find out in a few hours. So welcome everyone to your mid-December stream. Midnight UK time, GMT. Although that's based on just previous shows. That's not us just assuming that. Like, we've had other shows go up at midnight, UK time. So if that's the case, then we'll be able to watch the first one and get it out super early. If not, then yeah, it'll be tomorrow. And that's just the way it is. The screenshot game is in play. I'm just going to... Okay, we don't want that one. There we go. I'm just doing this just now so I can line this up, but the screenshot is in play. Let me... And that's in the middle. There was a quick flash of the image there that I was not wanting to happen, but hey, that's what it is. Finally beat the first Sonic Adventure. Oh, I've beaten that one. It's like the only Sonic game I've actually finished completely. I beat that in the GameCube once upon a time. It's a fun time. Bit clunky, even at the time. I'm sure if I tried to play it now, I'm sure I'd find it too clunky to play. What was that other box for? That was for the countdowns, that's what it was for. Spinning wheel on the stream. I don't know why that is, but hey. So, big news, Resident Evil 3 got officially announced this week. We got a trailer and everything. It's coming out in April, which is super close. It's only a couple of weeks before Cyberpunk, in fact. So, assuming Cyberpunk doesn't get pushed, which is possible, but like, we'll see. They've kept it since now, all this time so far. But the small glimpses of gameplay, I am very excited about Resident Evil 3. I like the Perfect Chaos boss. The controls were good. The camera sucks. Maybe it's the camera I'm thinking of, but I remember it feeling clunky moving around. You've been watching season 2 of Buffy all December long. That is a fine way to spend December. And you're on Phases, I saw. Phases has a huge plot hole, which once I noticed it, I couldn't unnotice it. But hey, it's fun to bring werewolves into the Buffy lore. Certainly can't complain about that. And I've got a desk lamp now, which hopefully separate me from the background a little bit. I could try turning the house lights down a little bit more. See how it looks. Let's try it. Let's try it. That was okay, actually. Just watched that episode, and now her boyfriend is a werewolf. Yep, now Seth Green's a werewolf. And that stupid Hunter Kane didn't get what he wanted. Oh well. Oh, make stands becoming a bit loose. There we go. That's better. I was moving really slowly to go and change the lights because Firefly's on my lap. I didn't want to disturb him. So I had to smoothly roll over very slowly and do it that way. Everyone is dating now. Yeah, that's true. It's one of the few times in the show where, well, I mean, Phases is after Surprise and Innocence, so I wouldn't necessarily say Buffy's dating anyone right now. But Buffy's relationship kind of came to an abrupt end already. Bad Eggs wasn't that bad. I hate that episode. I think it's one of the worst episodes of the show, but hey, if you got enjoyment out of it, that's cool. I don't like that episode. There's two episodes in season 2 that I particularly dislike, and it's Bad Eggs and Go Fish. They both have some small moments that are fine, but not feeling otherwise though. Why, did you like the cowboy vampires? Firefly. Scratching the cat's head. He's loving it. Loving it. Alright, look at this moody lighting for a change. It's very nice. You're going to the mall? Going to look at some games and stuff. Very well. Very well, Renegade. Garrus, you making noises over there? I see you, cat. I see you messing. This is moodier lighting than normal. I'm digging the new lighting. That's too much. Too little. Just nice. Just nice. But yeah. So yeah, if everyone does remember, next week is the Christmas stream, the 12-hour Christmas stream is on Wednesday, the 18th, next week. It will be a gauntlet with multiple casual movie watching bits. We're watching Gremlins and Jingle All the Way, I believe, which were picked by winners of previous screenshot games. How the Chosen One die? What, you mean how Kendra came to be? Because Buffy was technically dead for like a minute? With one of the more animated accents that they've used. Can't wait for that stream. Me and Elsa picked those movies. Yeah, yes you did. Hey Bob, I'm not into Rizzy on W. I don't know what that means. What's Rizzy? Is W Watchmen? Maybe you're talking about Watchmen. I don't know what Rizzy is though. I don't know. Does he like to create all powerful beings and kill them off so easy? The little kid. Oh, the little kid. Oh, the anointed one. Not the chosen one. Buffy's the chosen one. The anointed one. Yeah, he's funny. Ah, Crisis. I see. Crisis on CW is what you were saying. I get you. I get you. I liked the first episode. It wasn't so much out of the third one. The extended review just went up earlier. Hey Elsa, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. All the same, the Anointed One and the Chosen One are pretty different, Sheldon. Pretty different from a plot perspective, at the very least. So yeah, we've got a fresh screenshot today. Because we finished whatever one was last time. Technically, someone should have a free square, but I have no idea who won the last one. Or if they're even here, for that reason. But the screenshot is in play. You want to watch Crisis? Spike killed that little brat. Yes, he did. Saw the Black Lightning episode though. I'd heard about the Black Lightning episode. Black Lightning himself did show up in Crisis before the end of the third episode. But they're, you know, it's been mostly fun so far. I think the third episode was pretty weak, but you know, looking forward to the last two all the same. So Infinity War and Endgame. Kinda. There's elements of it out there. Yeah, I do miss the Legends. I do miss the Legends. And Doom Patrol. But Doom Patrol's so like separate from this, but like the Legends, when I saw Sarah and Ray again, I was like, oh man, I miss these guys. It's been too long. Yeah, DC have announcing dates this week. The Shazam 2 sequel's got a date now in April 2022, which is 4 months after the Black Adam movie. And then they also announced the Flash movie's got a date in the middle of 2021, which I don't really believe is going to happen because that Flash movie's went through like 10 directors and like 10 release dates at this point. Here's a bit of trivia. Ezra Miller was announced to be starring as the Flash on the same day that the TV show, the Flash TV show, premiered. The day that first episode aired was the day that Ezra Miller was announced as the movie Flash. The movie that was his solo movie was meant to come out in 2018. That was the original release date. And we're already on season 6 of the show and still no movie. Even if they hit this date in 2021, that show, if it's still on, will be wrapping up its 8th season. Yeah, Black Adam did get a date. Black Adam's date, I can't remember the exact day, but it's December 2021. You would hope that he's going to show up in Shazam 2. Although the end of Shazam 1 implied Mr. Mind's going to be the villain for Shazam 2, so maybe not, but you would think they would be fools not to build to Black Adam versus Shazam. Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, the worm is Mr. Mind. The Whedon humor not working in Justice League. I mean, it's a weird thing though, because it wasn't his movie. He was tacking stuff on to something that already existed. So I'm not surprised that it wasn't working that well. I mean, you can find other examples. You can find like the first X-Men movie, which he wrote the script for, but that was more to do with someone else directing it as opposed to him directing it himself. But I probably got more enjoyment out of the awkward Whedon humor in Justice League than I did from any of the Zack Snyder movies. Even if it wasn't necessarily suitable for the movie. Ah, screw the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder's trash, and I'm sticking to that opinion. Yeah, the recast Mixie. We got a new Mixie Pitlick on Supergirl. That's happening. I was letting Garrus out. Ba, 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 ba. Actually. I'm just clicking around the things. Oh yeah, Mix is a great villain when he's used properly. I'll get to those newer Puppet Master movies eventually. We'll do them on Screams. We've got some other franchises to finish off first, though. Although we're getting close on a couple of them. We're getting close. Can finally be done with Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street soon. Soon. I'm liking the Batman Who Laughs comic storyline. I don't know if you're reading the one-shots. I'm reading the Dark Multiverse, the Tales from the Dark Multiverse one-shots. I am not reading the Infected one-shots. I read the first one, which was Shazam, and didn't like it. Supergirls was actually her annual, and because I'm reading that book anyway, I did read that, but I've not read the other Infected one-shots. This kid's crying here, send help. I mean, the core storyline from Batman Superman I'm reading, obviously. And whatever it's leaned to with Hell Arisen, I'll be reading that too. The Batman Who Laughs, though, has very much been overused right now, though. Ever since he popped up, they've had him in something constantly. It's like, hey, we can sell lots of merchandise with this thing on it. So they've been kind of overdoing it a little bit. Which is just comics, I guess. Yeah, the Dark Universe ones have been really good. But I think, with the exception of Blackest Night, which I thought was a bit weaker, but the rest of them are all really enjoyable. Yeah, the Blue Beetle one, Infinite Crisis, was good. That had a lot of cool stuff. If you were reading DC Comics at the time, Romeo v Juliet, Dawn of Justice. That's pretty funny. Legends always has funny episode titles. Well, they usually do anyway. Pardon me. Oh. So yeah, 2020 is looking like a pretty busy gaming year for me. Um, Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk, and now Resident Evil 3 all being relatively close together is absolute madness. So, I'll still probably play them all day one. Probably. Resident Evil 3, definitely. Resident Evil 3 is like, no. There's no negotiating that. Resident Evil 3 is getting played on day one. Because obviously I had Resident Evil 2 in January, but 2019 otherwise has been kind of quiet. Obviously Phoenix Point just came out and I'm enjoying playing that. But the bulk of the year for me has been kind of dry. The stuff that's came out has just not been to my taste. Whereas next year is just jam-packed by the looks of it. I saw that, Bob, but I think it's just like a file that Jill's left behind from what I saw. If it turns out to be more than that, then great. But I'm not expecting too much more than that, though. Not expecting too much more than that. But I do want to play more Phoenix Point. I have been itching to play more of it, and just not had the time. Yeah, it's just an extra file they've added in that you can find, kind of like the one that Chris left behind. There's like a Jill one. Some people already have it apparently, so they must be rolling it out in locations or something like that. Stars. Yes. Yes. I'm excited. What was really cool about Resident Evil 3 so far is that in the trailer, you can see a map of Resident Evil 3, and people have taken that map and lined up the old maps from Resident Evil 3, the original, on top of it. And you can actually kind of make out and see the core layout of the streets and all the key places you go in the game are there. You know, the much like 2, the structure of what the game was is still going to be there in terms of the locations. There'll be little extra things, sure, and there'll be, maybe some remixed elements. Like, I could totally see the hospital, for example, being a completely different building inside. Like the actual hallways and stuff might be completely different to what the actual hospital was in the third game originally, but the hospital is still the same place on the map, and you still go there at the same point in the game, presumably. Can't know that for sure, but it seems like it. And a small little snippet of gameplay from that interview that went up at the same time, you hear Jill say she has to get the cable car running. So the core goals are still there. It looks like it's going to be as faithful to 3 as 2 was to 2, if that makes sense. So I'm excited. No worries, Renegade. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do I like the look at the characters? I'm not that particularly fussed one way or the other. Two-hour stream, yeah, more or less. Might go a little bit longer, but yeah, 2-hour stream. But no worries, Sheldon. No worries. I'm a little bit chilly. Christina Rodriguez. I don't know who Christina Rodriguez is. Are you sure that's who you meant? Because I just googled Christina Rodriguez and there's no. Check one from the Resident Evil movie, the first one. I mean, Michelle Rodriguez? Michelle Rodriguez. I don't see that. No, I know what she looks like. I'm not seeing that on her. I've seen people compare the new Jill to Natalie Portman. I can kind of see that a little bit. But not Michelle Rodriguez. I'm hearing a cat off in the distance. What's happening? Oh dear. Pretty cats. Oh, it must be Garrus, because Wesker and Firefly are both asleep. Like good cats. Sleeping cats or behaved cats. Been a bit harsh, Bob, but you don't like them, you don't like them. Oh dear. And of course, it was Wednesday yesterday, so I watched AEW Dynamite, which was pretty good. Last 2 weeks were both pretty good because 2 weeks ago it had a pretty weak episode. And it can really kill the momentum of your enthusiasm for a wrestling show if they have a really bad week. But the last two have been really good. And I'm looking forward to their mid-season finale next week. But there was fun stuff happening. Some good matches, some good character stuff. So with those new dates announced for those DC movies, there's like an updated schedule for the next few years of comic book movies, and there is definitely too many. I mean, we're getting to the point where Marvel's going to have 4 a year. They have 2020 is a bit light because 2020 is just Black Widow and Eternals, but then you get to 2021 and we're at 4 because they've got Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man 3, and Thor Love and Thunder. So there's 4 in 2021. I know what you're saying, okay, but one Spider-Man. Sony kind of insisted to have one, so maybe they'll be back to 3 the following year. Nope. February 2022, untitled Marvel film. May, Black Panther 2. July, untitled Marvel movie. October, untitled Marvel movie. So there's actually 4 just MCU produced movies in 2022, and then again in 2023, which is February, May, July, November. So they are stacking the schedule with stuff. And I'm sure most of it will probably be fairly enjoyable, if nothing special. But the sad part is just how little variety there is in mainstream sort of blockbuster cinema now. And then add to that, you've got 3 DC movies in most of these years. Only 2 next year, but 3 the year after. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, admittedly though, that's assuming that Flash keeps its release date in 2022. Too many. Too many. I wish I'm at a weird place right now where I feel like I can't get super excited for comic book movies. And it's not that I won't enjoy most of them when they came out, but I'm having a hard time getting that motivated. You know, like we had trailers, we had Black Widow trailer come out, and the Wonder Woman trailer came out, and they both look fine. Like they both seem like fine, dependable movies, but neither have got me feeling particularly excited either. And I think that's just where I am with superhero movies right now. And it kind of sucks. It sucks to not feel the buzz, but I think I'm just at that point now where I can't anymore. I mean, there is one or two that I'm actively just not looking forward to because I think they're not what they should be. Birds of Prey is the one that I'm just every time I see anything from it, I'm just annoyed because it's not Birds of Prey. It's this weird Harley Quinn comedy movie with versions of the characters that don't seem recognizable in any way, shape, or form. You know, Huntress's outfit looks terrible. Black Canary like kind of has this color scheme of her like 90s outfit, but I mean she's not actually wearing an outfit. She's wearing like a streetwear that happens to be those colors. It's almost Smallville-esque the way that they've dressed her in her color scheme, but in street clothes. So I don't know. I'm not feeling that one. Yeah. Wonder Woman 1984, I'm sure it'll be fine though. First one was solid, barring the crappy third act. Hopefully the second one will be fine all the way through. Hopefully. And after that, we're so far out that it's hard to really have an opinion on some of these. I mean, the Batman and the Suicide Squad have a good cast and they have good directors. Hopefully they can win me over. Because I want to be won over. I want to be reignited when it comes to DC movies again. And while I did like Shazam quite a bit, Aquaman I thought was really middling. So unsurprisingly, I'm not exactly super pumped about Aquaman 2. John Cryer makes a really good Lex Luthor. There's something I was not expecting on Crisis, but how the F did you get that book in the second episode? It was just lying around. Well, I mean, it's implied that the Monitor wanted him to find it because that was like his destiny. Like he was supposed to steal the book, so it was all part of the plan. So I guess you can kind of wave some of it away with that. Yeah. And Marvel's movie slate is actually even more difficult to kind of give a feeling on. Because, you know, Eternals, I don't even know what that is. Really. They've got a big cast for it, but I don't really know much about Eternals. Shang-Chi, I barely know anything about that. Doctor Strange is a weird one because they're saying it's going to be more of a horror thing, which is cool, but I don't like the director and I didn't like the first movie, so pessimistic, I'd say I am. But yeah, obviously Thor: Love and Thunder will probably be fine. Probably be good even, because it's Taika Waititi, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me, indeed. Oh. I actually got a really good sleep last night. I didn't the night before. The night before, I got a very small amount of sleep. But last night, I actually got a really lengthy sleep. Longer than I wanted, to be honest. I wanted to get up and do stuff earlier than I did. But my body required sleep, and I guess it got it. So I probably shouldn't complain. I'm still yawning, though, which probably means I overslept. It's one of those things, though, where you wake up a few times, you're lying in bed, and you're aware of your surroundings, but you just, like, you know, it's not happening. The sleep is coming back. The sleep is taking over once again. There's no way I'm getting up right now. That happened a couple of times. Oh. Oh, I'm a little bit chilly, actually. A little bit on the chilly side. Do 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 do. Oh, sit up like a proper person. I should probably reframe this camera. Actually, it's a little bit too high. There we go. That's better. I'm framed correctly. It only took me 30 odd minutes to fix the camera. Look, I can't always be on the top of my game, okay? Sometimes you get, 80% Peter. Sometimes you'll get 60% Peter. I try to never let it go below 50 though. Like, it should always at least be half effort. Right? It should always be half effort at least. But sometimes you even get 110% Peter. That's when the motivation's really bubbling. That's when it's like, oh no, I'm out to prove something today. I do have more stuff to edit actually later. I've got a Star Trek to do, I've got a Twilight Zone to do, and a Firefly to do over the next couple of days. I don't know when they're going up, but Trek will be first. Probably, if Expanse goes up tonight, Trek will probably be early tomorrow. But if Expanse does not go up tonight, then it'll be up tonight. And then, yeah, Twilight Zone will be tomorrow. And the next Firefly, likely on Saturday. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's what everyone comes for. Come from my terrible saying, right? So that's what everyone came for. Dear. Oh, there's Stephen King news this week, movie-wise. I guess I'll be talking to Tim about that on Sunday, when we're reviewing the new Black Christmas, which I should be seeing tomorrow. Is the plan, anyway. It's weird seeing like a podcast in the news that you actually listen to. I'm like, oh, I listened to that one. Interesting. I am simply browsing the news site here to see if there's anything interesting that's happened. Pierce Brosnan joins Cinderella? Another Cinderella movie? Wasn't there one not long ago? That's what Kenneth Branagh directed, right, a few years ago? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of something else. Oh yeah, Sheldon. Welcome back. Yes. Oh yeah, we could talk about the fact that yeah, the Matrix 4's in the same out in the same day as John Wick 4 now. One of them is definitely moving. Isn't that free domain now? I don't know, actually. Disney have moved a lot of rules around to suit them when it comes to copyright. Because it got to a point where a lot of their things from the early days were going to be public domain. And they're like fighting to keep like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. Is he in both? Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves is in both, yeah. Keanu Reeves is... Which is why one of them has to move. This is so weird. Mortal Kombat get pushed up to Martin Luther King Day weekend in 2021. It was going to be on March 5th, but will now launch on January 15th, 2021. So this is the James Wan produced Mortal Kombat. That's been moved up. I am curious to see what a modern adaptation of Mortal Kombat will look like. Because that first movie is so 90s. Did I give my thoughts on Wonder Woman 84? I did briefly, yeah. Trailer looks fine. I'm at a point now where I'm not super excited about a lot of comic book movies. It'll probably be enjoyable when it comes out. Hopefully it has a better third act. I am a little bit annoyed that Chris Pine's back, just because... Oh, let's just have a reason to have him back. It feels like they just wanted to have their actor back. It's the same thing Kingsman 2 did with Colin Firth, or countless other sequels have done. So I hope... I mean, I don't even know if they can justify it, to be honest, like in the movie, but hopefully it's good though. I mean, the first one was enjoyable, aside from the action at the end. Yeah, they've swapped places, so now he's the fish out of water, and she knows what's going on. Like, I mean, yeah, they're doing something with it, which is nice, but... How about the Home Alone reboot? With Ellie Kemper as the mum? Is she the mum? Or is she one of the thieves? Disney Plus is moving forward with its fresh take on Home Alone, the hit 20th Century Fox franchise, and is now owned by Disney after takeover of Fox. Blah blah blah. Deadline has confirmed that Archie Yates, currently on screen in a supporting role in Fox Searchlight's Jojo Rabbit, has been cast alongside Rob Delaney in the film, which is set to begin shooting early next year in Canada. Ellie Kemper is currently in talks to join them. And the director's the guy who did Dirty Grandpa. Ugh. Oh, hey, Cindy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, computer noise. My external hard drive has been popping in and out over the last day or so. I don't know why. It's annoying. Did you know there are 5 Home Alone? I knew there was 4. I don't think I knew there was a 5th one. I knew there was a 3rd and a 4th. Do you think they'll do the famous Home Alone scene? You're going to have to clarify which one's the famous Home Alone scene. I feel like I've memorized that entire movie, but... Da-da-dum-bum, bam, 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 bam. The one with the aftershave. Oh, okay, I guess maybe. Yeah, I mean, I figured. I mean, ultimately, all I need is a bunch of traps and the crooks getting the shit beat out of them at the end. That's all I want from a Home Alone movie. But oh, pardon me. Uh, Notice how all the movie news we've got to talk about. It's all comic book movies and sequels and reboots. Uh, I think I've exhausted the news. Like, well, that is a shame. R.I.P. movie news. Yep, R.I.P. movie news indeed. It has become mostly boring. Hmm. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done there. We're done. We're done. Oh. So yes, remember next Wednesday is the 12-hour Christmas stream. There'll be multiple movies watched. There'll be several games of Jackbox, most likely. Since that will be the rolling goal on the tip bar. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to be reenacting Home Alone over the course of that 12 hours. Probably in chunks, if I was to guess right now. Probably in chunks. Gareth was at the door wanting in. I open the door. He stares at me. I sit there for about 30 seconds. He continues to stare at me. I try to, lure him in, and it didn't work. So, here we are. Here we are indeed. Dear. Oh. And for a change, Firefly's been well behaved. I don't expect that from him, generally speaking. Ah, dear. I'm really cold tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm really cold tonight. Hmm. Oh, dear. Why am I so cold? It's not even that cold. It's like, I mean, it's not warm, it's winter still, but like, isn't that bad compared to like yesterday or the day before? And yet I'm sitting here feeling all uncomfortable. I should get some, an all layer. Weird. Garrus is still outside the door. It has become a battle of attrition. Which means I'm probably going to roll over there in a minute and try to let him in again, but he's been a little pissed. Are we going to review Ready or Not? Of course we are. Of course we are. You won't see it for a little while though. You won't see it till after the Christmas season. But Ready or Not will be reviewed. I am happy to say that Firefly. Sorry, I'm used to Firefly being the troublemaker. That's what it is. I'm happy to say that Garrus did, in fact, enter the room this time, which is nice. In fact, he is behind me on the floor right now, getting up to mischief. Hey, Firefly, Garrus, come give me a hug. I'm cold. I desire feline body heat. This is how you stay warm in the winter. Cats. This is today's mood. This is today's mood right now. What's up, Garrus? Oh. Oh, Garrus has decided that he wants to stick around. You can stay. You can stay. Did you see the video with the cat face app? I did not see the video with the cat face app. Is this to do with... Is this to do with the Cats movie? Is this a what an awful Cats movie thing? Because if so, I want no part of it. That's right, Garrus. That's right. Oh. Don't attack the mic. Link's not working. It's working out for the best for me then, is it? YouTube banning links for chat is the best thing they've ever done. I've taken this as an absolute win. Oh dear. You good, Garrus? Yeah. Yes. Sorry, Garrus has somewhat hijacked the stream at this point. He also keeps moving the mic closer to my face. Good cat. Isn't this nice, Garrus? Just chilling. You're keeping me warm. Not yelling. Try to pull the tree down. Oh, he was sniffing my beard. He was sniffing my beard. It's adorables. This is the quality stream content you've come to expect from Fuzz TV. Isn't that right, Garrus? Yes. There's my puss. Yes. He's happy. He's purring away. That's what it is. You probably tilt the camera down a bit so you can see it, but I can't lean over and get to the camera without disturbing Garrus. And I'm not disturbing Garrus. Do not disturb the cats at all costs. Although, he's decided he's going to disturb me apparently. Oh. Oh. Garrus. Were you not comfy before? Now you have to hijack more of my chest. You little menace. Oh. I should just make this look. I should title this stream as some sort of cat stream. I think they're here often enough that I could justify it. Probably pull in more viewers, wouldn't we, Garrus? Yes, Castle Rock got a lot better. The new season's a misery prequel. Someone did ask us. Someone reviewed the TV podcast audio feed on Apple Podcasts. It said they loved the show and basically begged us to do Castle Rock season 2 because it's much better than season 1. I do check those reviews from time to time and see what people are saying. Every so often there'll be a nasty negative one. Or there was a review or a comment on an Ace episode, not on YouTube, but like on the audio feed, that said we were disrespecting the movie because we were cracking too many jokes. Which I mean, it's a jovial, friendly podcast. I mean, we crack jokes and have fun. It's kind of the show. You'll binge it next week now that it's done. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I'll tell you what I want to binge. I want to binge season 9 of Curb Your Enthusiasm over Christmas because season 10's coming in January and I would like to watch it as it airs. Don't crack jokes is disrespectful to the movie, lol. I know. Oh, we get a great comment on a Twilight Zone this week actually, which called it clickbait. It said that the image in the thumbnail was nowhere in the video, which just baffled my mind. The definition of clickbait has really evolved on the internet. Jeez. That's listen, an article shouldn't use a couple of images to give a visual aid to what they're talking about. What's up, Garrus? Yes, you're adorables. Yes, you are, Garrus. My pretty cat. My pretty cat. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did. I did see a putty cat. Twilight Zone is the least clickbait thing. I mean, yeah, it's not exactly a clickbait item. The amount of people who see our reviews and think that it's like the actual episodes baffles me. The word review is on the image. It's also in the title. It's very clear what it isn't. You know, there's no confusion. And yet, people get pissed. Yeah, they'll have that. They might have like a sexy thumbnail of something that's not even related to what they're talking about, just because the cleavage or whatever will make people click on it. Oh, oh, Garrus. He's really attacking the tricked by tits happens to the best of us. Do you agree, Cindy? Do you agree with that sentiment? Garrus. You can just see his eyes between the gold bar and the bottom of the screen. He just wanted some attention. That's why he was all worked up earlier. Silent kitty. Holy kitty. Furry kitty. Snuggles and paws and purrs all night long. Furry kitty, soft kitty. You little menace. The stream has devolved into just keeping Garrus happy. That's all this stream is. Oh. Oh no, he's getting up. No! Kitty! No! Oh, I can't see chat. Cat's ass in the way. There's a vacation TV show coming out. It's made by Padalecki from Big Bang. As in National Lampoon's Vacation. He was the kid in one of the movies. And the Christmas one, I think. Because it was Anthony Michael Hall in the first one? First two, even, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while. Yes, the shitter's full vacation. Yes, yes. I'm surprised I get that specific reference, honestly, but I do remember it somehow. Somehow. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. I think that's how everyone feels, though. Everyone likes the first one and the Christmas one, and doesn't really care about Vegas or Europe. Hey, Yumus, welcome to the stream. Prediction on how Mr. Robot will end. Prediction of. My only prediction is that Elliot will choose not to be will choose not to be obsessed or defined by his past, and that is what will separate him from White Rose, who is obsessed with her past, and that drives all of her things. Beyond that, I have no idea what they're doing with this big device. Is it going proper sci-fi? I don't know. Part of me will love that. Part of me will not love that. I don't even know. It's such a weird thing to call at this point because so much of the main beats have happened. I expect a very emotional scene with Darlene. That I expect. Beyond that, I don't know. Yes, Connor's going with Plane Crash, I know. We'll see. It'll be a big conversation, I'm sure. We've got another regular episode on Sunday, and then we have the double finale the following week. I think Elliott's going to destroy the machine. Maybe that's his intention. I assume he's going to run into White Rose and find out what it's really for. You think we'll see Tyrell? That's a good question. That is, honestly, I'm 50-50 on it, because, like, on the one hand, I can see it just leaving where he found that light in the forest, but at the same time, I'm like, it wouldn't shock me if he did pop back up if there was some sort of master plan. I mean, if we do go sci-fi, we'll probably will see a lot of people again, but I hate predicting these things because I honestly don't have an inkling either way. If I had to put money on it, I don't know what I'd pick. But we'll see. Man, double finale. On the same day, we have to record an extra comics podcast with Matt as well. It's going to be a busy day. Hopefully a good day. Luckily, it's a week after the Watchmen finale. It'd have been a nightmare doing the Watchmen finale and the Mr. Robot finale at the same time. I think Watchmen's having a. I think Watchmen's having a longer episode as well. The finale, I think, is longer. Last episode was fantastic, though, so I'm all for it. Hey, news is Raber. Thanks, Joshua. Oh, I just noticed that goal's at minus 17 hours. The actual time doesn't matter. It's irrelevant what the time is on it. It's kind of a rolling goal, but maybe I should. Nah, it doesn't really matter. I'll fix it for the next stream. Fix it for the next stream. There's a screenshot game in play, by the way, guys. $1 for a square and a guess. $3 will also get you a hint as well as a square and a guess. 5 and up will get you an extra image along with a square and a guess. Oh. I usually ship couples, but I really loved Angela and John. Yeah, I get that. It sold me on it by the end of the episode. It absolutely did. Such a bizarre thing that exists, this Watchmen TV show that's a sequel to the book. That honestly, like, if you haven't read the book or at least seen the movie, you might be kind of lost. And even if you have seen the movie, some of the squid stuff's going to be different. Because the movie changed that and didn't do it. But it's been really good. Last few episodes especially have been very good. With 8 being the best one so far, I think. 6 was obviously also great. It does help that Regina King is a fantastic actor. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wesker's like looking up at me with his eyes half closed, sort of wondering why is this idiot human still making noise. It's time for sleep, human. Go to sleep, human. Will it end in fire or ice? Regina King really deserves all the awards. Like having Sam Rockwell in something and not having him dance is a waste. Oh wait, hold on, I missed the first part. I like that too. I just wish they didn't waste Tim Blake Nelson. He needs to sing anything he needs to sing. I've never heard him sing, so I don't have any problems with him not singing. Prediction for the end of Watchmen. I think Manhattan might come to an end, but by doing so, well, kind of prove his humanity because he'll do it for a noble reason. Do you think someone will get Dr. Manhattan powers? They definitely raised that question because they floated the idea in the episode for a reason. So I will suspect at least a tease of someone with some Manhattan powers. Possibly Angela's kids, maybe the boy. I'd see that. He sings in "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Neither of which I've ever seen. I think I saw a few minutes of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" once, and wasn't really feeling it. I might like it more now if I saw it, but I definitely look more quirky Coen Brothers, and I tend to prefer the less quirky Coen Brothers stuff. You know, I mean, not that there can't be any quirkiness, but like, you know, I'm talking about No Country for Old Men and Fargo and things like that. Versus, you know, they're more straight up like wacky comedies that they do. Maybe Who Did Justice, because he did say it was Dr. Manhattan in episode 2. Maybe. I guess I'm expecting someone younger, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. You should do the cat face app thing on the 12-hour stream, though you gotta be careful going by some cat reactions. The cat face app thing. I'm gonna search. My phone probably has no room though. I'm constantly being told it's got no room. Cat face swap? Is that the Oh God, this is nightmarish looking. Why would anyone ever do this? If Will did have the Dr. Manhattan powers, he wouldn't need his pills anymore. Yeah, although the pills were left behind more for Angela than for him, I think, but it's a fair point. Sheldon, and she was a good liar. Now you watched all the episodes, how she lied about Dr. Manhattan being able to take on different forms, and how she interacted with her husband when they were talking about it. Oh yeah, it recontextualizes like a lot of the scenes she's in throughout the show, which is usually the sign of a good twist. That you can watch it again and be like, "Wow, this changes how I think about this scene because of what I know now." But it still makes sense. Like it changes it in a way that makes sense, not like, "Hey, this twist doesn't work because now this doesn't make any sense." Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, all three cats are now sleeping. The little bundles of joy they are. Yeah, that whole chicken and egg thing is pretty funny, actually. That was a fun way to use Manhattan's perspective on time. I thought we'd see more of Judd somehow. Obviously, we got him in a couple of flashbacks, but I genuinely thought we'd see more of him because it was such a big actor. Do you remember when Hollywood was trying to make Adrian Brody a leading man? Weird, he's not a bad actor. I just don't see him as an action guy or a leading man. Yeah, I recall. And they stopped doing it, so they obviously realised that, hey, this isn't working. He's not leading man caliber for whatever reason. Do 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 do. He did win an Oscar. That is true. That is true. But Keanu Reeves is a leading man, and he's never won an Oscar, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it really matters in the scheme of who's a leading man or not. Arnold is a leading man, and they've never given him an Oscar, even though they should have. Kindergarten Cop's a performance for the ages. There is no bathroom. I love it. I love it dearly. Keanu is great as a leading man. He often is. He often is. Fuck. Stupid thing. What was I going to do there? I leaned in to do something. I want to rename a file while I remember that I want to do it. And that's that file renamed. There's just future episodes of stuff that I need to rename. Boom. Oh. Hollywood keeps trying to make Liam Hemsworth a leading man for the younger generation, and it's also not working. Nah, no one cares about Liam Hemsworth. Half a Hemsworth. Half a Hemsworth indeed. There's only one Hemsworth worth a damn, and it's not that one. The one in not Watchmen. The one in Westworld wasn't bad. Like, I mean, he's not a leading man, but he was fine. Oh, Jai Courtney's terrible. Jai Courtney is like one of the worst there is. Like, despicable. Absolutely despicable. Chris Hemsworth? He was a co-lead in the new Men in Black. He... I'm sure he's got other stuff coming. Very interesting, consistent spelling of Jai Courtney there, Bob. But yes, he killed. Well, I mean, this is the thing, though. Technically, I mean, he was terrible in both those franchises, but Terminator's like turnaround for its next sequel was actually shorter than any other sequel in the franchise. So it's kind of weird to say he killed it because Dark Fate came out so soon after Genesis that was quicker than any other sequel had come out in that franchise. I'm just cleaning stuff off my hard drive. Stuff builds up sometimes, you know? No, that's true. There's been no Die Hard since the one he was in. Probably, thankfully. Also, too many franchises keep coming back. We need more to stop. Like, stop just bringing everything back. That Die Hard wasn't PG, Bob. Die Hard 4 was PG-13. Die Hard 5, which was A Good Day to Die Hard, was actually not PG. That was R-rated. It was just terrible anyway. Do you think Terminator is finally done? I mean, Dark Fate did not make a lot of money. Like, it underperformed. It did worse than Genesis did. So, I don't know why they would try it again anytime soon. Don't get me wrong, they'll eventually try again. They'll always try again, but I don't think they will anytime soon. I feel like that's probably done for a while. But I can never say never, because hell, even Blade Runner came back for a sequel after Blade Runner was like one of the biggest bombs of all time. John Wick was successful because it was new. Yep, we need more new stuff. We really do. Everything keeps coming back. We're obsessed with nostalgia. And almost all of the movies that come out of nostalgia end up not being that great. They may not be terrible, but they don't justify being movies on their own. I went on a rant on Twitter about this last week. Oh yeah, obviously there's other reasons why John Wick is successful, but part of why it's successful is because it's new. Obviously it has to be good as well, like it can't just be bad and new. Otherwise tons of things would just be doing well. Let me close that. Oh, you can't see me My framing was a little bit off. I'm sorry. I was like this. They slouch. I need to slouch indeed. Oh, I'm being tweeted at. Hold on. This could be important. I was been asked a crisis question on the Twitters. I read somewhere or heard somewhere that the new Adam Sandler movie about Jules is actually pretty good and it's a serious movie for him for once. Yeah, I've never seen Punch Drunk Love. I've heard it's good. But Paul Thomas Anderson is not, for whatever reason, I've never been drawn to his movies. I've only seen like one of his films, I think. I saw Magnolia. I thought it was fine. I didn't love it though. Did you see the trailer for Promising Young Woman? I did not. No. Don't even think I've heard of it, to be honest. Yeah, for whatever reason, I've never sought out Anderson's films, and I don't know why. Oh, my putty cats are all asleep. I don't know what it is. Like I think I mean a lot of his movies are really long. Maybe that's what it is that I look at the run times and go, oh geez, this is 2.5, 3 hours long. Like maybe I should not spend my time doing this today. Oh no, Firefly's up. Oh no. You're gonna be trouble, Firefly? Are you gonna be trouble? No, no, he's up on my lap now. Order of Watchmen, it was a stunt deck because in Boogie Nights it's like a step deck. It's like a tube or something in his pants. Oh sure. Seems kind of fantasy serial killer by the trailer. Oh, interesting. It's an erotic thriller in which Bruce Willis had to have a stunt deck because his was too tiny. Well, that's I'm sure that made him feel great. You often get stunt penises and things. I don't know. It depends how much how big the director wants it to be, I suppose. You jumping up, Firefly? Up you come. Up you come, puss puss. Were you jealous of Garrus's attention earlier? Is that what it is, Firefly? Now you want attention? Hmm? Oh. I'm vibrating. What is happening? Oh, I'm just being thanked for my response. Okay. I know it was a really tense moment. It was really, really epic and tense, and Firefly. My name is Firefly. My name is Firefly. Just be cute, cat. Whenever there's a cat on the screen, I don't have to put in much effort. I just need to present the kitty. Just need to present the kitty as is. Yeah. Here's my push push. Okay, cat. Clinging to my clothes. You little menace. Is this the thanks I get for the hugs and snuggles? Okay, there you go. Cutie Firefly making his camera appearance. He always has to get one in, doesn't he? He always has to get his one appearance in. I've had 2 out of 3 now in this stream. I don't know if Wesker graces with his appearance. He's a bit more camera shy. Firefly's trying to get comfy on my lap. Oh boy. Oh, the Video Game Awards is tonight. I don't particularly care that much. They'll have some reveals which might be fun. But you know, Resident Evil 3 already got revealed, so I don't really care that much. Like, the big reveal I could have had has already happened. So I'm okay. It's a good Firefly. Oh, menace. I'm rubbing his belly. He seems to be fairly content with this activity. Yes. Happy cat. Oh, right. Okay. I should probably try and entertain you guys for a little bit, shouldn't I? If I spend 10 minutes on the kitty cat. Yes. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's voting day today in the UK, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know that. How did the voting go? Ah, easy enough. Can you vote early? You can do postal vote, but But no, voting went fine. I actually have a voting station like really near my house, so I don't really have to even put that much effort in. I can go and vote and be back in the house within 5 minutes. I'll tell you who I didn't vote for. The Conservative side. I'll happily say that on stream. The UK equivalent to the Republicans, I guess. That's who I did not vote for, because why would I? I'd be a madman. They're awful. Did I line up at 6 a.m.? No. I don't need to. I can go vote and come back and be home in 5 minutes. It's like right across the street. So easy. Yes, the Tories, as what the UK calls them. Yes. But I ain't voting for them, damn it. Never. Yeah, to hell with Boris. We need to get rid of Boris, he's the worst. It's not a small community, but there's just a lot of voting places. I've never had to like queue to vote, ever. He's a calculated mess. Ah, dear. The annoying thing about UK politics is that they can literally just have a vote whenever they decide to have one. There's no like sort of set time frame. Board did a video on the election, but I don't really understand the political parties in the UK. I don't know how much I understand, to be honest. I'm not like super politically minded. I just have morals, and the side that is trying to take away our healthcare is the side I don't want to win. It's really that simple. And the people at the head of the parties I don't really care about. One's always better than the other if you care about general human rights. Isn't that right, Firefly? Yeah. I'll be refreshing Amazon later. Like, constantly. So, like before the first of three elections in these some 5 years, they enacted a law that elections should happen every 5 years. But since Brexit, they kind of broke that act a lot. Yes, yes. Brexit was a shambles in and of itself. I need to do some more homework actually. I've got my top list of the decade kind of roughly done, but I need to like sort them a bit more. They're not necessarily in order yet. So And because I'm the one who does all the shows, I'm the one who has the most lists to do. TV has been amazing in the last 5 years. It has been. That TV show list of the decade is going to kill me. It is going to be a unrelenting bloodbath trying to pick what goes over the others. Where did the boy land? Not on my top 50, Cindy. You cheeky scamp. Maybe in the honourable mentions for the worst of the decade. So 51. How dare you? No. 501 maybe. 51, not a chance. I'm going to assume 51. How dare you? How dare you? You should make a top 10 worst overhyped movies of the decade. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's the thing. Obviously, we've got planned top 25 shows of the decade, top 50 horror movies, top 50 movies, top 25 sci-fi movies. Those are the ones that are definitely planned. But we could do other top 10s and stuff, you're right. I really should sit down and think about what some good top 10s would be, even if it's just me that does them. As nice little bonus solo videos. Top 10 of worst overhyped movies of the decade. I could do a worst. I could do a top 10 worst. Or top 10 most disappointing movies of the decade. Maybe it's more accurate. TV and the streaming revolution. The last decade. Yep. The TV revolution started in 1997 with a little show called the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then it progressed into, HBO's kind of golden era. And then by the time we got to this decade, we hit this stride of Breaking Bad into Better Call Saul and what else have we had? Tons of shit. This decade's been a glutton for good TV. It really has been. So much good TV this decade. It should be. You're right, Elsa. Top 10 over or most disappointing movies of the decade is something I could definitely do. Although no bonus points for guessing what I'll have high on the list. Oh, Firefly. Oh, cat's moved. At least I can sit up now. So that's good. Any other ideas for top 10s of the decade that could be good? Top 10 video games might be an obvious one. You had a buddy you used to call Ginger Woman Firecrotch. Sounds like a charmer. You can put overhyped on the 12-hour live stream and then put it out as a separate video later, or is that too much editing? It's not too much editing. I think the problem with that is that if I download to do that, I'd have to download the stream, and a 12-hour stream is going to be a lot of data. Which is, I don't have like a data cap or anything like that. It's just a big download. It would be like a 25 gig file. Well, obviously, a new addition to the best list is Anna and the Apocalypse. Fellow movie outlaw loner, welcome to the stream. Have I voted? I have indeed. Voting has happened, which means you're probably from the UK. Kill Bill Volume 3 has been rumoured for a while. Kill Bill is my favourite Tarantino movie, so I would not say no to more Kill Bill. Maybe I'll think of all the top 10s I can do for the decade. Top 10 directors of the decade, maybe. Top 10. Well, it should be both the daughters, right, Bob? Because Beatrice's daughter is also about, the same age. And Uma Thurman actually has a daughter who's a good actress. So it's perfect. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of top 10 potential. I have to sit and think about what I could possibly do. If there's any other ideas, feel free to fire them at me. Might not do them all. Could do some other genres, I suppose, like top 10 action movies, top 10. I don't know. Top 10 comic book movies of the decade. Seems like an obvious one. Although I'd get a lot of heat for for that one. A lot of potential. And the sad truth is that top 10s like that might get a lot of clicks. Like, just from a marketing perspective, like, top 10s are good clickbait, I guess. I mean, maybe something worth doing. Oh, pardon me. I think me trying to do like a top 10 albums would be really weird, because I don't like, I'm not really good at finding new music, so it'd be a really weird specific 10 list when I've not heard a lot of popular music. Well, Firefly, shut your little kitty face. Mm. Scratching his back. Yes. Yeah. I suppose that looking good. Top 10 movies you want your money back. Isn't that just 10 worst movies again? With a different coat of paint. Oh my god. Well, I hope the exit polls are wrong. I really do. Deepest point on land found under glacier in Antarctica? Ooh. Maybe I should pay more attention to science news. That's actually kind of interesting. Like, well, I guess I'll just expect to be disappointed and then terrified by the way things are going. Why not? Alright, well, that's about 2 hours now anyway, so it's time to kind of wrap up. But thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back for a proper late stream, probably on Saturday, I would imagine. So, that is me. So make sure you're here for the Wednesday stream, if nothing else, the 12-hour Wednesday stream. And then I should have left you in bliss. That's okay, Sheldon. And I found out later anyway. But thank you very much, guys. I will see you next time. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye.